Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I'm just going to assume things are well. Let's see. I want to test out what's the delay here. Seems like several seconds, which is not bad at all. I think I'll wait a few minutes before I start. Well, I might as well get this started. I'm kind of a little bit pressed for time, but yeah, my limit will be 7 o'clock, so I'll make this one last. So, if you've just tuned in, hello, my name is Zan, and welcome to another Hangout stream. This time, I want to show you an idea that I've had pretty much since a little bit after I did my live stream a couple days ago. I mentioned that there might be, I might make a video sometime in the future about me roaming through the Tulsa area just to show you the places I like to frequent. There's also another idea I have in mind, and that's showing what a typical day in the life of Zane RPG is like. So I'm going to show a small, a quick sneak peek as to what this video will have to offer. So I'll get rid of face cam. There we go. Yeah, I just started working this like sometime during lunch, as well as about 20 minutes ago. So here's a little sneak peek as to what this video will have in store. So welcome to a day in the life of ZNRPG. I don't normally sleep at the foot end of my bed. There's a lot of clutter at the head of my bed, so I'm not showing that. But usually I wake up at 5 a.m. and yes, I am wearing a Mario shirt. And I guess I might as well get up and go ahead and drink my breakfast. Yep, this is my breakfast every morning. Homemade Starbucks drink, dark chocolate almond milk, and an Atkins protein shake. Wasn't kidding when I said this is my breakfast. As well as take these. Let's go. Then after that, I am back in my room. Usually it's around 5:20 when I get done drinking my breakfast. And typically I just check on what goes on in YouTube's feed in regards to my channel. I check the front page of my channel and all this just to see if anyone has ever left a comment or if things have improved over time. Yes, I do check on comments, I read them, and if the situation calls for it, I also reply to it. And normally I would use this time to edit videos, but I don't have videos to edit at this time, so in the meantime I'm currently working on my book, and this is what I usually do for a good hour and a half until I am about to drive to work, so I'll see you until then. And I'm also the first one up, so I'm trying to keep my voice down just to make sure I don't interrupt anyone's good night's sleep. But yeah, that's what I have so far that I'm working on. Yeah, it's going to be called A Day in the Life of ZNRPG. It's not going to be a long video, due to me living in a small town and the fact that my job here and there, but the majority of the time, does have a little bit of restrictive cell phone uses, so there are instances where I do use my iPhone's camera and am able to show what I usually do at my job. So, and thankfully, I'm able to film in such a way that nothing is noticeable. So, make it a little bit discreet. So, yeah, that's. I have all of the footage recorded, so I'm going to slowly edit this in between working on Tales of Exalia. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do currently. So, yeah. I could work more on it as time goes by before I have to mow the lawn. I'm taking my sister's place, um, I'm helping her with the lawn mowing this time around since it is dreadfully humid and hot. So, I have my clothes ready on the get go when that time comes. The sun usually sets. It says that it was going to set at 8 o'clock, but I'm going to mow sometime 7:30. I get the feeling it won't last that long, but then again, we're collecting grass because our mom has cows and they love grass. So I guess I might as well close this. Okay. Yeah, right. But yeah. And I'm not sure if ever you stumble across this live stream, you notice I'm wearing this. This is my pajama top. I thought it'd be a little bit more relaxed than what I usually wear on streams, which is just a plain black shirt. So, yeah. But yeah, I was wearing pajamas at the beginning of that video I just showed. So, yeah. And let's see here. And one thing about, like, I recorded all my live footage on my. I have two iPhones. I mean, the one that you see right here, this is my main iPhone. The majority of the footages were recorded off of my last iPhone that I used as my daily driver. Um, and surprisingly, the footage itself is good. There were quite a few visual hiccups, unfortunately. Some of the footage I had to cut out because there were black bars shimmering in the footage, so yeah, I didn't want that, so I had to make sure that was cut out before I say that this footage is relatively good enough. But surprisingly, even like, yeah, if you're wondering, it's the iPhone 5. I've had that for years before I switched to the iPhone SE second generation. But yeah, the camera quality is good if you're under appropriate amount of lighting. You'll see instances in this video that sometimes the footage has a hard time focusing on um, certain lightings. Like I know later on it has a hard time focusing, centering at. In fact, I might as well show you. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and switch to this and cut myself out again and minimize everything. Yeah, it had a hard time centering on this since this is a little bit brighter, but yeah, a hard time focusing. And there are quite a few instances in this video where I'm going to be in my car and sun beams through the window, so it's actually good. That means that you can't see where on earth I am. So yeah, although I'm afraid my glasses might reflect a few things, but from my perspective, it doesn't seem like anything was noticeable. So yeah. What else? Oh, and another thing about the iPhone footage.
I think I could switch to a different setting, but by default, iPhone videos can't be used in DaVinci Resolve, which is my video editor. The only way I'm able to use that footage is if let me open this. If this hurries up. Yeah. Um, there we go. Please don't pop up that I needed to update. I am not updating, especially after Audacity's kerfuffle. All right, let's see. Yeah, in order to, I had to convert the video format for um, iPhone footage. I have to use any video converter and go to Format Convert, and add, you can add a media file, or if you have a folder full of them, which I did have it earlier, vlog folder, which will be full again sometime this Saturday. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit good this week. So I heard it's going to rain, so that's okay. I kind of like the rain, although I hope drivers out there are smart. Most of them aren't, but you'd like to think. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, as well as record more episodes for Tales of Exillia. Speaking of which, episode 6 is in the process of being edited, so I'll be working on that probably after I get. No, wait, no. By the time I'm mowing, it'll be close to when I'm going to bed, so no. I think I'll work on the episodes sometime in the morning, so yeah. Mm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was hoping that this would be a much, a relatively decent length live stream, but I'm at 22 minutes now. Dang it. Uh, well, let's see. Mm. There was at one point where I wanted to, um, when I did that live stream discussing my thoughts on Eternal Sonata, it had me thinking. I'm like, even though I did talk about Final Fantasy IX a few times in a few live streams, I didn't really talk all that much about Xenosaga Episode 2 now that I think about it. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should dedicate a live stream video doing that. So, well, and we'll see. We'll see. Probably. I wonder if there's anything else I can talk about. Uh, let's see. Oh, okay, here's something to talk about. I do mention this in my vlog video, but um, and especially like, yeah, this vlog video took place on the 15th, so yesterday at the time of this live stream. Um, yeah, the internet was down for a good 12 hours where we're at, and it that lack of internet cameoed in episode 6 of Zian Plays Tales of Exilia, and quite a few instances while I'm playing the game, it shows me a message that says, "You've been disconnected from the server." It happened a few times at relatively um, distant lengths. Like, say, one event happens and maybe 10 minutes later it happens again. And then it became frequent by the tail end of the episode. That was weird. I mean, I mainly have the internet. I mainly have the PlayStation 3 connected to the internet because some games still have downloadable content that maybe one day might pique my curiosity. But lately, I haven't really been downloading um, digital content on the PlayStation 3, so I disable the internet for the time being. So, which is probably a good thing considering. I mean, it hasn't happened to me, but I've read somewhere like if you were playing Star Ocean 4, The Last Hope International for the PlayStation 3, and have your PlayStation Network account on in the background as you're playing the game, sometimes the game would crash. I haven't, then again, I haven't really tested that out myself, but then again, that same source claimed that sometimes if you use the silent spell and if it misses, then the miss icon on some enemies won't go away, and then after the fight, the game crashes. Hmm. I don't know. I've had a stable experience quite a handful of times the last time I played the game, so oh, maybe they had a bad copy. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get that scene from Godzilla. Um, there's yet another movie reference I made in this episode. I need to find that movie clip. First off, do I have? Okay, I need to hear this. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nope. And there we go. I've got the footage I need. And I need to save that for later. So, all right. Let's see here. Okay. Put you right there. Whoops, did not mean to do that. There we go. And get rid of you. There we go. Okay. Prepared for whenever I edit episode 6. So, yeah. Whoops. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Or mistiming my mouse clicks. There we go. Hmm. But yeah, that vlog video for my outing will eventually happen. So, I'm hoping my battery. I mean, I could always downgrade to um, the quality for my iPhone camera. I manually set it to 1080p, 60 frames per second, but I may have to test out. Um, I may have to test out just doing a simple recording because there is a. Um, let's see. There is an option you can change within the camera app. Let's see. Yeah, there's a formats page, and for camera capture, you could set it to high efficiency or most compatible. For high efficiency, it's in HEIF or HEVC format. most compatible will always use JPEG and okay, so that's camera and that's picture and video quality respectively. And I guess I'll try testing most compatible just to see if I can get video from my iPhone. That way I can transfer it to DaVinci Resolve without using any video converter, because that's the only reason why I have any video converter is because of iPhone footage. So yeah, and now that I have that reference clip, I might as well put it into DaVinci Resolve. I'm actually glad I'm doing these movie clip references in my Let's Plays. So far, that's been the best thing that's happened. Now that I think about it, that's okay. Eternal Sonata has quite a few upsides. Me starting this trend within my Let's Plays is one of them. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Okay. Okay, 31 minutes. Hmm. I forgot to mention in the video that I'm making, I failed to mention this, but sometime yesterday at my job, a bird flew into the darn building, and I was trying to help it out the door, but it just wouldn't it wouldn't process in its mind that the door is open. It kept flying into windows, thinking that, hey, that's an exit. No, so yeah, birds. Reminds me of those big warehouse stores, and somehow a bird or two enters inside. I remember a bird entering inside a Walmart once. That was fun. But going back to that vlogging video, the one that I'm going to do this Saturday. Yeah, there are a few stops I do like to frequent, so I'm not sure if I could show much of it since I do consider the privacy of others, including the people that do work in those places. So I wonder how I'm going to go about doing that. There are a few small video game stores I like to go to, a few bookstores. Then there's the Best Buy. I do know that people film in the Best Buy all the time, so odds are they probably wouldn't mind. I mean, I used to watch a few vlogging channels back in the day, and they always vlog wherever they go, um, with reason. With reason. If they don't record, then that's usually a good. They usually have a good reason why they don't record. So I may have to rewatch those types of vlogs just to refresh how one should go about doing a vlog. So yeah. Yeah, I never really did a. I mean, would you consider the many on camera videos I've done in the extras playlist be considered vlogs? Even I think the only one that I would consider a vlog is that Odin Sphere Literature unboxing I did. So, hmm. In fact, it's been a while. I mean, I have pressed on the playlist a few times, but I never really. Let's see. Yeah, none of the videos I've. Well, I guess a tour of my room would be considered a vlog, even though I didn't went anywhere. Same thing with that second anniversary video I did. Man, that's 10 years old. Surprisingly, it's got 200 views. Yikes. Hmm. Yeah, I also get the feeling that after the video I'm making, as well as this coming Saturday's vlog, I don't think I'll be doing any more of it at all, or at least anytime soon, since, yeah, sometimes I feel like me playing the games and the video games on my channel could be considered a vlog, since, I mean, a little bit of detail from myself here and there, they do seep into the videos. So I get the feeling that you pretty much got a general gist as to how I am as a person just by watching my Let's Plays. So, well, hmm. I was kind of hoping this would be long, but apart from all that, then I really have no idea what to say. Man, kind of reminds me of. Let's see. What to see here? Oh, yeah. That discussing some plans live stream was only 33 minutes. Apart from that small computer crash I did, that live stream was only 18 minutes. Whoops. Hmm. Who knows? Maybe this is a way of all of this telling me that I've reached um, uh, not necessarily a roadblock, but definitely need to uh, yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I have no idea what I'm trying to think. So, oh well, it is what it is. I mean, it's quitting time for a lot of people at this time. So, and I'm sure they've got things they need to take care of. And they're probably eating dinner. I didn't actually have much dinner tonight. All I have are pepperonis. I was actually very hungry during lunch, so I ended up. We still have leftover. We had leftover Pizza Hut. My brother ended up eating the final two slices for dinner. So yeah. Well, since since the gears aren't really turning, and since I can't really think of anything else, I am terribly sorry that this is a very short live stream. And for all I know, this probably could have been better as its own. No, that wouldn't even make sense either. I was going to say would have made sense if this was its own separate video, like a edited video, but oh well, it is what it is. So, well, if anyone has tuned into this live stream and found something out of it, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. That would really help me out a lot. And tune into, at the time of this recording, tune into my Roxio Game Capture HD Pro demonstration tomorrow. That will be released at 6 a.m. So whenever you wake up, please be on the lookout. As well as the opening for Chrono Cross this coming Friday. And whenever I get this video done, which I think will be released sometime after episode 5 of Tales of Exalia, so look forward to what's to come. And as always, my name is ZNRPG. Take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.